Today, we delve into the heart of cold climate agroecology and explore strategies of winterizing a forest garden in the Adirondack Mountains. One key strategy we'll be exploring is fall mulching, a technique that effectively mimics the natural leaf litter and nutrient cycles of a forest floor. This type of management provides many long-term benefits and is one of the most effective strategies for developing a productive agroecosystem in a cold climate. In the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York, short growing seasons and extremely cold winters means that plant growth is limited and only the hardiest beings can survive here. We use several strategies to create more favorable microclimates and effectively extend the growing season by protecting both soil and plants from the bitter cold. Over the past 8 years, we have been converting this former pasture into a diverse forest garden. We have planted over 100 species and varieties of edible plants among the surrounding regenerating native forest. This hotspot of biodiversity provides resources for both wildlife and humans, demonstrating a more sustainable approach to food production. During this relatively early stage of development, many of our trees and shrubs are still small. The soil structure and microbiology continues to favor the pre-existing pasture vegetation, making it difficult for our productive species to establish themselves. We use several strategies to guide the system toward a more diverse and resilient forest garden. First, we're encouraging many native early successional or pioneering species, which compete well in grassy pastures and jumpstart the process of ecological succession. These alter the conditions of the site by providing shade, habitat, and organic material, which support more diverse soils and plant communities. In contrast, many of our young productive species need a little extra care and support to establish during this early stage of forest succession. That's where mulching comes in. In a natural forest ecosystem, leaves and plant debris accumulate on the forest floor, creating a layer of organic material known as duff or litter. This material creates habitat for a variety of beneficial organisms, including fungi, bacteria, and insects that play crucial roles in nutrient cycling, pest control, and overall soil health. By mimicking this process in a forest garden, we can bring about similar benefits. In fall, we apply a variety of organic materials around the base of our trees and shrubs as a protective mulch. It may not seem like much, but this type of management has a profound long-term impact and is arguably one of the most important strategies for developing a productive agroecosystem in a cold climate. Mulching is known to have numerous benefits that are applicable in many different climates and ecoregions around the world, but there are a few reasons why it is distinctly effective in a cold climate. Mulch protects plants from frost and temperature fluctuations. It insulates soil from the cold air, allowing soil organisms and plant roots to stay active for longer. It also moderates the freeze-thaw cycle, which would otherwise damage roots in the top few inches of soil, and suppresses grass and other weeds that try to take advantage of brief winter thaws. Most plant roots continue to grow even during winter dormancy, so it is important to mulch in the fall to give them the best chance to thrive. For effective insulation, we aim for at least a few inches of mulch, generally the more the better. There is some risk that animals including rodents will live in the mulch and potentially gnaw on your plant, but for us this hasn't been an issue. By spring, the mulch breaks down, feeding the soil and providing nutrients to our plants. It becomes the perfect substrate for planting ground covers or other perennials as a living mulch. Mulch can be applied at any time of year, but by mulching in the fall, we're able to free up valuable time in the spring for planting and other tasks. We use a variety of mulches that are all generated on site, including compost, manure, leaf mulch, and wood chips. We also divert cardboard from waste and recycling streams to use as a sheet mulch, which smothers grasses and creates a permeable layer that is particularly attractive to worms and other garden friends. Food waste is diverted into an on-site rotating drum composter, creating an incredible soil amendment that hosts a diversity of healthy soil organisms and supplies nutrients directly to our plants. Manure and straw from the barn that has had time to break down is also used as a similarly potent soil amendment. Fallen leaves from lawns and walkways are redistributed to some areas in the gardens as a nutrient-rich mulch. Lastly, piles of wood chips are generated from sustainable on-site forest management. This carbon-rich mulch breaks down slowly and provides a nice protective layer from the cold. This supply of locally generated mulches has a profound long-term impact on the soil. It improves the structure and fertility of the soil and accelerates forest succession by favoring the establishment of diverse plant communities. Over time, the forest garden becomes more and more self-sustaining by generating more of its own organic material, which accumulates in situ. Eventually, the need to manually apply mulches is reduced as natural self-mulching creates a feedback loop that rapidly builds soil and biomass. This simple practice of mulching sets off a profound chain reaction that has long-lasting effects on the forest garden. We are starting to see an acceleration of growth, healthier and more productive plant communities, and a more resilient and sustainable agroecosystem. This former pasture is quickly transforming into a dense and diverse forest garden, full of edible plants and ecologically important species. I hope to continue documenting the evolution of this forest garden and sharing it with others so that we can all learn more about these complex systems. Please leave a comment if there's anything I missed or if there's anything specific that you want to see in more detail. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. And I'll try to make some more videos sometime soon. Have a good one.